Well, this is a weird view. Why is it so long today? That's so weird. Oh, because you can adjust this? Look at that. Learning stuff. Alright, it is what it is. There. Oh, somebody liked the video. Doesn't even show anyone in the room yet, and someone's liked the video. Nice. There you go, JTE Clips. I knew it was going to be one of my regulars. Liking that video already. How have you been? How you doing, Guy? Welcome. Trying this new Frosty out. Some orange creamsicle Frosty. It's not too shabby. Pretty good. What's up, Brian? I'm been doing okay, JT Clips. How you doing, Eric Fillmore? If you're coming in, please hit the like button. God bless you too, JT. You're from Atlantic City. Awesome. That's totally awesome, Atlantic City. Atlantic City's in rough shape right now. It's sad. I was there a couple years ago with my wife. She had never been. And I wanted to take her around, and it was like pretty messed up. How fast should a trucker be driving on an off-ramp? Is this a trick question? 5 to 15 miles per hour below the posted speed limit. God bless you, Jay. Thank you for your service. NTA Banana Spider, what is up, my man? Anyone who knows what an NTA Banana Spider is? Oh my God. There's that course you take at NTA. That jungle course. It's absolutely terrible. How you doing, Tori and Jeff? Michael Harris, what's going on? There's a car driving around the, Oh, you watching March Madness? I haven't done that in a long time. NTA Banana Spider, I am doing well. I am down in Georgia, doing well. Yeah, that rain is terrible. No trick question. I see truckers doing around 30 on an off-ramp, and I was just wondering. Yeah, you have to. If you're loaded heavy especially, you can go over. It happens, man. Michael Harris, what is the question? There's this car driving around this truck stop going to all the Western Express drivers and asking them a question. They skipped me for some reason. Wonder what that's about. This Frosty is banging. I got 50 heads up in here. Let's start hitting some like buttons, folks. 50 likes would be nice. Okay. So you're asking about car haulers and do they get paid more than truckers that drive, and you're saying box trucks, but I'm assuming you mean dry van, because a box truck is a different type of vehicle. You talk about tractor trailer with a dry van, a regular dry trailer on it. Yes, car haulers get paid a lot of money. It's a lot of responsibility and it's a very dangerous job. Funny story, maybe about a week ago, I got offered that job and I won't take it, even though the pay is good. But if you want to be home all the time and you want to get paid really well and you could take on the responsibility of those cars and you could take on the responsibility that you don't have a Ford Excursion on top higher than the bridge height, and you're going to whack them up, because you see that all the time on the videos. Those car trailers always hit bridges. I'm not getting paid 40 cents a mile, Rez. That's what you get paid when you start with this company. Better get those wheels turning. Well, if you have to know, my appointment time is until tomorrow at 11. I'm going to go early, but you can't go a day early. Actually, Rez, they'll pay you up to 52, but then they stop giving you a lot of loads. It's a little trick that they have. And I'm getting up there in their top pay. And I'm getting up there in pay, and I'm starting to worry about that myself. I'm not on a 34-hour reset. All right. There's more than enough people in here to start telling the tale of what's been going on. I went home, as you all know. I took a load out to Jersey so I could go home. I picked up at a chemical plant in Jersey that delivered to Ohio, up by Cleveland. I dropped that one, and then I had a 1,000-mile run from Ohio, from Ohio into Pennsylvania, picking up at a cabinet place and dropping off here in Valdosta, Georgia, which is on the Florida state line. And it was supposed to drop today, and I dropped it a day early so it could count for last week's pay to make up for the couple days I went home. I drove through all that weather, that monsoon, that I guess turned into a snowstorm when it got up north. Then I get to the Lowe's DC, and they got no trailers, no outbound trailers. So they put me on a list. I came down here to the Pilot, spent the night here, took a shower, put on a new mud flap because I lost the mud flap somewhere along the way on the tractor. And I wound up getting the call the next day, went picked up a trailer, waited, got a load right down the street. Like always, whenever you drop here in Valdosta, you know your next step is Lee, Florida, picking up water at Nestle's, going back up north, and that's what I'm doing. Semper Fi, dude. Jacksonville. Next time I hit the West Rock down there, I'll let you know. Where's Trevor Phillips? Trevor Phillips, I get it. Ha 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 ha. Big respect to you and your channel. Can you smell Rest Rock from where you're at? That's the first thing I noticed as I start to get close, that place stinks. This orange Frosty is good. I thought it was either going to be terrible or good, and it's good. Man, not too shabby. The smell of money. You work there? Tori and Jeff. To be honest with you, this is it. Western is really the only company I've really had real experience with. I'm not a super trucker. I haven't been trucking for a long time. I started this adventure last year. I know that's terrible to hear, Brian. I'll pray over you, and, you know, I hope everything works out for you. So, yeah, so now I'm down here in Florida, man. And I'm heading up to Atlanta after I pick up down in Florida. And I'm dropping at a Costco, an actual Costco store, and I hate those places. Any of those who you've been following the channel for a while know I had a Costco disaster up in the Atlanta area. And this time, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to get there early tomorrow. I'm going to try to pick up early. I'm going to get as close to Atlanta as possible where I can shut down. Any of you truckers know there's no place to park in Atlanta. You have to stay outside the city at least 50 miles. I'm going to drive out tomorrow and get as close as I can. I can't stay at Costco even if they'd let me because there's predatory towing there. It gets real bad. Trackers Against Trafficking app. I don't know what that is. Costco's the worst, just as bad as Walmart. I think they're worse than Walmart, to be honest with you. Family medical leave? I mean, maybe they do. I don't know. I've never had to ask for that. Truck's going to start. Hold on. Camera might fall. I just knew it. And for those of you who don't know, that's Opti idle. Because I have the AC on. Trying to keep the truck cool. You throw off as a super trucker, but the fact... Living the lie. That's funny, dude. So you're gonna come here, so you're the super trucker because you want to talk about the days of 4,000, 5,000 miles. This is back when you could like rig your logs and run 2 books, do some crystal meth and just keep going. You want to tell us how us truckers are soft and we don't know nothing? How you used to drive blind, drunk in the rain for 4 days straight? I'm sorry to hear that your mom was sick. Listen, dude, Sid, I got a lot of stuff to worry about out here, and looking for sex trafficking victims isn't like one of them. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be like crude, but I'm just not, looking for that. The worst thing I hauled, I don't even know how to answer that. Living the lie. You're a bitter old man, dude. I don't know what to tell you. I've already lost everything. I'm out here. I work for Felon Express. Tells me everything. You don't know shit about my life, bro. My house, I've seen it. I've seen people have them. The dumbbells, that is. Had to be one load, just sucked. A lot of the loads suck, man. I had a load of water the other day that got rejected by Kroger because the load shifted, and it just turned out that they were trying to scam me for money. The lumpers, because they eventually took the load when they got desperate enough that they needed their water. Michael from New Hampshire. What's up, New Hampshire? Tori, don't worry. Tori and Jeff, don't worry about that guy. He's commented before. He's an angry dude. He's either a troll who's fake as hell, or he's a super trucker, one of these old timers. And chances are he's not an old timer. He thinks he's an old timer because he started driving in the 90s. If you didn't drive in the 70s and the early 80s, when it was like the real Wild West out here, when it was like real dangerous to be a trucker, those guys, hats off to them, man. You had to have ice water in your veins to be a trucker back then. You know? You had to know the roads. There was no GPS. You know, you just were out there living it. Those are the real truckers. Then you got these guys who started driving, they say 25 years ago. 25 years ago was like 1999, bro. Like, trucks weren't much different than they are now. They're all Arrow design. It's warm in North Florida today. It was in the 70s up here. Yeah, it snowed up north. It stinks, man. I drove through bad weather to get down here. Like I said, I got down here a day early to drop this load so it could count for last week's pay. Because I went home, so I had a short week. Tacos and French fries. Nice. Thanks. So the videos, we're going back to the original format now that I've got internet in the truck. I got the GoPros going. I'm actually in the middle of filming a video right now. I thought I would jump on here and do a live today. And yeah, I was hoping to start off my week with something easy, and it's turning into being something difficult. 0.05 drop in Atlanta is difficult at a Costco. I hate dropping anything at a Costco store. Yeah, you know, back in the day, those truckers were hardcore. Do a review on a T-Mobile? Well, first of all, here's why I don't want to do that. T-Mobile really doesn't want you using their internet in the truck. They want it at the house. She knew what I was doing when I went in there, and she walked me through how to do it. Every time you stop at a truck stop, you should reset the router. And places like here have very weak cell phone reception. That's just in general. On your regular cell phone, you'll notice you have bad reception. So your wireless internet is going to be very similar to whatever reception you have on your cell phone. Oh, let's see. Living the lie. No GPS when I started in '89. We do circles around you girls. Jacksonville Kid, you know what's up. You know your way to my heart. I love Smokey and the Bandit. I got a Smokey and the Bandit shirt I bought at the truck stop the other day. And I just found out that Mother Trucker from Mother Trucking News was responsible for that shirt. I didn't know that until I watched a video he did a giveaway. He gave away a Bandit car to a trucker. I've got it all figured out now. I definitely got it figured out. The T-Mobile, but like honestly, if you want my honest opinion on that T-Mobile, it's a good deal. I mean, it's expensive, but you're not going to get internet for cheaper than $60. You know, with all in, I think it's 65. Here's the one downside. I don't have T-Mobile as my cell phone provider, so it's virtually impossible for me to pay my bill. Because for some reason, the app doesn't work for people who don't have their cell phone through T-Mobile. So I have to call customer service every time I want to pay the bill. Kason McGinnis, did I read your text? I don't know what that means. What text? You're texting me? Mr. McNuggets is saying hi from Antarctica. It must be cold in Antarctica. Come on, folks. 89 people here watching. Let's get some likes going. Hit that like button. Bradley Duncan is on 90 West. Shout out to Bradley. Oh, you know, I picked a great day for my moderators not to be around. You didn't text me 100K in the chats. Super chats comes up a certain way for us. And I didn't get any super chat from anybody. Greetings from East Texas. How is it down in East Texas? Justin Stevens, just ignore them, they're trolls. Tori and Jeff, maybe you're on my list of prospects. Where do you like? I don't know what that means. What's up to everybody who's saying what's up? Yeah, so the old truckers, first of all, that guy's probably a troll. I think what he's doing is playing Super Trucker. I don't think he's actually, I think he's one of these guys who's like making fun of Super Truckers. Sort of like what this guy Trucks does. Because I'm reading his texts and he's being too comical to be for real. Nobody is that daft in real life. Where am I at, bro? I already said that. I'm in Georgia, right on the Florida state line. Oh, Tori, they're not gonna listen. I don't take any BS. Dude, get older, you gotta learn that taking BS is part of life, right? Whether it's from your wife or your kids or your company or whoever, you know, it's just part of it. Super Trucker. Man, there's so many Super Truckers out there. It's like, on the CB especially, you get all the Super Truckers. You know? Oh! SML puppets. Now I gotta go back. Alright, NTA Banana Spiders. Today is a great day. Winter's never finished this year. Who needs to be removed? J-Bone? Oh, that person? Dude, they're just trolls. Whatever. I'm not proud to say that years ago I loved being a troll. You know, but I've grown up. I don't do that stuff anymore. So anyway, like I was saying, picked up the trailer, got my assignment for tomorrow, and I will be on my way. Georgia, Atlanta. Go PN. Heading to Atlanta. The home of the Bandit. but they sure don't act like it. Atlanta is such an unfriendly trucker city. Because a lot of the people in here, Tori, are trolls. That's why and a lot of people don't know how to like, because you have to back the chat to like the video and come back in the chat, and some people just can't do it. Yes, there was a man named Ronnie Van Zant who wrote a very good song called Truck Driving Man. A lot of them got the Wendy's, man. You gotta try that, orange creamsicle Frosty I just had. It's actually pretty good. What trucking channels do I watch? Well, of course, Wild Beard, he's a friend of mine, so I watch his channel. This guy Trucks makes me laugh. I don't always agree with everything he says, but that's okay. That's the way this world is. You don't always have to agree with people you like to watch. You know what I mean? I like his content. And of course, let's face it, we all watch Roadrunner Nia, right? We all watch her. You're lying if you say you don't. NTA Banana Spiders, go get that Frosty, dude. Oh my god. I still love the name. What is this guy doing? Holy cow. I get distracted watching these people back while I do these videos, but this guy is an all new level. This is the easiest spot in the world to back into, and he's about to whack this Freightliner like 3 spots over. I hate going to Atlanta. Thank you, One Cold Brother. No, I wouldn't do ice road trucking. Come on. Let's be ridiculous. I cry like a baby when it snows. Watch my videos. Seriously. I'm like a big, baby whenever the snow falls. I just can't stand driving in snow. I'm just being honest with you. Western Express will gladly take you, POV. See, you're asking a question that's like an oxymoron. You're asking what good companies. You can't have it two ways. You're either going to get a second chance company that's going to treat you like a second chance company treats you, or you're just going to, you know what it is, Tori? I just, I'm too old for the nonsense, you know what I mean? I know better than, come on, Super Ego. Like, this is like one of the easiest spots in the world to get in. You're on the end over there. Oh my God. I don't do that. I don't show people doing, I don't do that. I'm either going to get out and help this person in a minute or whatever, but I'm not in the business of clowning people on video because they're new or maybe inexperienced, they can't figure it out. But there's a difference between inexperienced and just being straight up dangerous. This guy is on the border of being straight up dangerous. I don't even understand the concept of what you're doing. This guy's gonna help him. Yellow just went out of business so they could, and really, Raider Nation, what is up? Hail the nation. Yellow Trucking went bankrupt to get out of paying their union guys their pensions. But don't be fooled. Those fools are still operating as another company. They just wanted to change the name. This guy's trying to help this dude back, but he's not giving him... I don't know what instructions you're given. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I'm distracted. Who's your company again, Tori? Tell me again. I'm sorry, I'm distracted. I'll try to keep my ADD to a minimum here. Oh, this dude's jackknifing. Cut that wheel back. Cut that wheel back. Schuster, I've never heard of them. Where are you all out of? How did my home time go? I don't know how caught up you are, Brent, but, you know, I got screwed out of my original home time. I didn't make it to my daughter's play. They gave me home time afterward, and I got to see my son. We went to the movies. I had dinner with him 2 nights in a row. Now the truck shut off. And it was all right. I stayed in the truck. I stayed in the truck in the back of a strip mall. You know, I have friends I was in the Marine Corps with who were cops in that town. They looked out for me. They were actually text messaging me photos of me sleeping in my, not me, but like my truck in the middle of the night as they were patrolling by it. So they were looking out for me. It's always shady whenever you sleep in a public parking lot. This dude had a trainer, and his trainer signed off on him to drive out here when he can't even back into one of the easiest spots in the truck stop. I'm not going to clown him, dude. Everyone starts somewhere, but I'm just blessed that I went to a good trucking school. I'm not an owner-operator, J-Bone. Lamar's, Iowa. That's cool. Still looking for local work. What's up, Hillbilly Trucking? Timothy and Taylor, greetings down in Texas, man. Sophia, hi. How's it in the UK? How's your weather? Straight back now, Burrow. Come on, Super Ego. Oh, boy. So anyway. How long we been at this? 38 minutes? I'm thirsty. Want to see what I got? I'm not going to drink it tonight, obviously. Cold and rainy in the UK, huh? That's no surprise. C4. Arctic snow cone. I've been trying to quit these since Wildbeard got me hooked on them. And it's tough, man. It's real tough. I'm having a great day. Thanks for asking, Kieran. Dave Dre out of Atlanta. What's up from Atlanta? Is this an energy drink? This is the energy drink. C4. If you're going to drink this, it has to be first thing when you wake up and you start running. If you drink this after noon, and you try to shut down at like 1600, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, you aren't going to sleep that night. This stuff is wild. And Wild Beard got me hooked on it. And I've been trying to quit. And I do good, man. I don't drink this every day. But I catch myself drinking this more often than I should. Much love and respect to you, Adrian Gonzalez. Yes, they're energy drinks. Super Ego's still trying to park in this spot, dude. He was in it. I don't know what he's doing now. Maybe he's practicing. Straight line back. That's it. Straight line back. You don't have to cut the wheel at all. What are you doing? What kind of watch am I wearing? Are you a watch guy? Because I was a watch guy. Thank you, Tennessee Proud. It's my pleasure to serve. This particular watch I wear on the road is my Seiko that my wife bought me. But I have lots of watches. I used to be a real estate agent. Do I think his CDL needs to be revoked? No. He just needs the practice backing. Do you think NTA Banana Spiders, the Super Ego, has the worst reputation? Oh, Mama's here. What's up? The C4 Skittles is banging. Timothy Taylor, banging. Hi, Glenn. Hi, Angelina, secretly pretending to be someone else. I love you, doll. Should I do what your mother does and start having private conversations with you on this, on my live stream? The Seiko is a great watch. It's so underappreciated. It's the Rolex of Japan, basically, for a much better price. You're not calling me dad on the live stream. That's cool. What kind of truck do I drive? An International LT. What's up, James? Definitely fantastic craftsmanship. Great watch all around. Your favorite watch? They're a tank, man. They're a tank. They don't require the service that Rolexes need. They're just all around good watches. They're hardy. They do what they need to do. They're beautiful. They look a lot like Submariners, so it's all good. That's right, NTA Banana Spiders. You'd know. You were over there too. You need a long-nosed Pete? No, I definitely do not. I don't mind driving an Arrow. I don't mind having 2 stories in my sleeper and having room, you know, and being able to see out my windshield nice and right over my hood because the hood slopes down. And I like sitting higher up to get a command view while I'm driving. Not all low where the dashboard is like above my eye level. The shifter is like up here, like an ape hanger. They're cool looking. And if you do it right, you look cool driving down the road. But long road, like, just not for me, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. Been having a bunch of stress lately. Ever since I had home time. Just about pickups and whatnot. Am I in a lorry? I'm in my truck. Sophia, I'm a truck driver. I've been at the dealership once for a guaranteed dealership work, and it was terrible. I lost like the whole week that week. The Cascadia is the way to go, man. You know what's funny is I got my CDL in a brand new Cascadia. You know, I trained in a Cascadia, and I wasn't fond of them when I was training in them. But after being in this business for a little while, they got a bunch of room. The setup is really nice. There's some issues about it I don't like. This International, the sleeping setup is not that great, but what's under the hood has got some juice, and I can't complain about that. So it's a trade-off. The Cascadia for comfort all day living in a truck, and Ryan, so it's looking like, I mean, I don't know. I'm hearing things. I haven't seen anything. I haven't seen anything definitive yet. But apparently some of the Petros are going to all parking. I mean, all paid parking. I have yet to see it in person, but I have noticed that a lot of even Flying J's have got more and more and more reserved spots now, and less and less and less free spots. Oh, man. I'm not in a dealer. Oh, you're talking to them, yeah. So, yeah, the Cascadia's got some problems, I've heard. The one Cascadia we had at Smith & Solomon was brand new, and the motor went brand new. You got to be a company driver right now with the way things are. The Megas are the only ones who are going to survive this, I think, honestly. If freight keeps going the way that it's going, and the brokers keep taking so much of, you know, their take right off the top, leaving nothing. And then you got a lot of these guys coming from other countries doing owner-op over here, and they're living in a truck full time. So they're taking these loads for like nothing prices. I just don't see a lot of your smaller outfits making it. It's going to be the Megas. Well, that's the thing. Freak Trucker, they're going to have to start paying for... If it becomes like the way of the world, like, they're going to have to pay. Because what do they expect us to do with the trucks? It's not cheap to park, but if you watched my last video where I complained about people who won't pay to park, man, nobody likes to pay to park. But if you're at the truck stop and you get there late, you're going to have to expect to pay to park. Don't be this idiot that parks across the front of other people's trucks and then get mad when they knock on your door at 3 o'clock in the morning because they want to roll out. Like, if you understand that you're going to park there and someone's going to be knocking on your door and you apologize and say, sorry, man, I was tired, I had no place to park. Man, I understand. I might be a little annoyed, but I get it. But if you pull like this attitude, like, why are you waking me up? Dude, why are you parked in front of me at the truck stop, blocking all these trucks so we can't leave? That's basically it. Clutch Factor Gaming, there won't ever be fully automated trucks. They're not doing well in testing. Maybe in the future, like if technology gets better, I just don't think you're ever going to see it. Megas aren't taking the hit. You were right, Banana Spider. Yeah, they're pushing a lot of the brokers out by going directly to the megas. The megas are becoming the new brokers. So, that's exactly right. With the testing they did in California, where the trucks are failing, is all this construction Biden has set out to do with his infrastructure plan. The trucks can't follow the instructions. Any of you who drive a truck for a company truck that has the nanny devices on it, and it never knows what speed you're supposed to go, it'll read the speed limit sign for the off-ramp. So you're cruising along doing 70, it reads 35, and then it starts slowing your truck down to 35 while you're supposed to be doing 70. Y'all know, like, that's like bad news. You can't have that happen. Another thing is the school zone thing, where the truck slows down to like 15 miles an hour. Well, the other day I was on a highway, and for some reason, you know, it was a school zone on the highway, and it slowed me down in a 65 down to like 20. Automated trucks are just going to cause major accidents. They are. They're the new brokers, man. What's up, Johnny Phillips? That truck's gonna start. So here's the thing that keeps me out of LP. You're gonna get this truck. The company owns the truck or whatnot, unless you're getting a new truck out of the company. Now, if most of these companies, they don't give their LP drivers new trucks, they give them something off their lot. It's already got some miles on it. Now, you're going to go 3 years lease purchase. You're going to pay for this truck, right? You know that around 300, 400,000 miles, you need to have a complete rebuild of the motor. That's like expensive, $15,000 to $30,000 right there. It's just a major thing to pay, just coming off of paying off the truck. Most of the time, after a truck has had its first rebuild, it becomes pretty bulletproof. But just general wear and tear on the way most trucks are today, I just don't see lease purchase as being like viable. I think if anything, if you're a company driver without a family and you want to save up your 25% to buy a new truck, that's the way to go. I just don't think lease purchase still doesn't make financial sense to me when I do the math. It just doesn't. I see the appeal of it for certain people, but I've seen a lot of people get screwed over by it. It's just the way it is. The great thing about lease purchase, if you're not looking at it as the keeping the truck angle, is making more of your own money angle, being more of the owner-operator while still working for a mega angle. That's cool. Like, if you know that you're not going to actually retain the truck and you're going to give the truck back at the end, but you get to still be 1099, you get to still do all the write-offs, you get to still refuse your loads, pick your load plan, you still get to go do home time whenever you want. You have all the freedoms of an owner-op with the security of being company driver. Yeah, in that aspect, it's 100% worth it. But the idea of keeping that truck, that's like you're inheriting someone else's bag of poop. You know what I mean? Like, it's just going to turn into a bomb on you after you're done paying it off for the company. and it's just like not something that makes much sense to me. And I'm like I said, I get the concept of it. I had this conversation with Wildbeard on the telephone last weekend. He was telling me why he's lease purchase, and it makes all the sense in the world for the 1099 and for the and for all the freedoms that you get. You get basically, you're an owner op working for a mega. It's cool. It's a cool idea. I mean, I get that part, but not as far as keeping the truck. So Brian, I know guys driving garbage trucks do make good money. Yeah, they crashed through a building. They killed 2 people, I believe, too. One of the tests they did with those automated trucks. You ain't lying about some of these drivers out here, man. I almost get murped by these drivers every day. Don't quit trucking. What's up, man? Just trying to stay ahead of the trolls with the questions. So that's the whole entire thing. If you're just going to re-up into another truck where it's like actually more like a lease than lease to purchase, then that's actually kind of cool, dude. You know what I mean? Like I said, you're paying for the luxury of being an owner op with the security of working for a mega. That part of it makes all the sense in the world to me. But if you're looking to purchase a truck through lease purchase, I just don't see it being a good idea. Orion, I'm currently at a Pilot truck stop. Maui wowie, I'm down in Florida as well. So Tom, here's the deal. If you did orientation in Richmond, Virginia, because that's like what the terminal I came out of, but my DM is out of Nashville because we're dry van, we're going to be out of Nashville. If you're flatbed, you're out of Richmond. So even if you do your orientation in Richmond, if you're dry van, you're Nashville terminal. I just learned that myself the other day. You're starting trucking school in 2 weeks. That's awesome. Pay attention. I hope your school is good. I hope they teach you how to actually be a trucker and they're just not taking your money to help you pass the test. Lisa, I'm not blowing the air horn. Stop asking. Jeremy, you've been out since Christmas? That's cool. I started in November with Western. The weather is great. compared to what I've been driving through the last couple of days, for sure. Oh, I already have a loadout. I'm coming into Florida to pick up water, and I'm heading up to Atlanta. 10-week program. 10 weeks. It's not a long time to learn how to drive a truck, but pay real close attention. The real BB. You're back. What's up, BB? So, Alan, are you seriously asking this question? I don't know when you were with Western Express, but they're not. It is what it is, dude. Enter at your own risk. Western needs to improve. Western needs to improve their communication. I think that's the place to start. Start taking care of your equipment better. That's another thing. But that's a catch-22 because you have so many drivers messing the equipment up. You really going to put all the money into fixing the equipment just to have it messed up again? I don't know. That's like a never-ending... Fort Lauderdale, man, you are lucky to be getting out of Fort Lauderdale, Maui Wowie. I don't gotta tell you, you know that. Fort Lauderdale is risky. You can get stuck down there. Fort Lauderdale, Miami. You might have to deadhead 500 miles to get out of Florida then. But as far as improving Western Express, that's just like certain things, man. Yeah, they call it Welfare Express. They call it Felon Express. They call it everything. People want to like say stuff about it like it's like, you know, they make up these names. They make up these names for everything. Swift. See what I fuck up today. Like, every company has got names. You know what I mean? Every company has got its bad parts. Double A Trucking. You're with the same you're with Western Express? That's great. Western Express, baby. We're all brothers out here. Clutch Factor Gaming. I was sick. I did a video on this. This is how I discovered that Uber is not a thing in the South. Well, I discovered it actually weeks before that, but it really was reiterated in Tennessee that there's no Uber in the South, and I couldn't get to the doctor's office when I was sick. And I had COVID while I drove, and I had sinus infection real bad when I was driving. And you just get sick and you just deal with it the way we did back in the day. Yeah, see what I'm saying? You got a deadhead. At least Tampa, you got stuff to get out. That's usually where I get out. Can I name one NBA player for you? You're funny, dude. Double A Trucking, no problem, man. I appreciate that you think that I could do that for you. You know what I mean? It's hard out here. It's hard out here for a lot of people, especially when you're start out in a company and you're not used to being alone, and you just have to get accustomed to it. And like a lot of us, we're running from something. That's why you decide to take a job where you're alone in a truck 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, out here on the roads, not seeing your family, not seeing much of anybody. You know, and you have a lot of time to think, and sometimes that time that you're thinking is good, and you work a lot of things out, and sometimes you have too much time to think. But you know what, man? You have to have faith, and you have to know, you know, that things are going to work out. You got to keep a positive mindset, and that's it. And remember, whenever you're really overwhelmed, you just pull over and you just restack. You just restack your mind, just like you restack a load, and you just like get it back in order. And then you continue to drive after that. But don't let things get so down on you, you know. And you could always reach out. Reach out to someone you trust. You know, you can reach out. I can't always be there for everybody. I try to be, but as like my channel grows, I got more people reaching out to me, and I can't answer all your questions. Especially when you leave comments on the videos. I get so many comments now, and there's so many trolls out there that scrolling through all of it isn't always possible. So if you ask me a question or something in the videos and I don't answer, I'm not dissing you. I just seriously don't have time to go through all the videos. I'm a full-time OTR driver, and I'm trying to make content, edit it, and upload it. You know, all like working this out at the same. And now that I've got internet in the truck, I'm going through stuff. I'm getting rid of old video, and I'm starting new video, and we're just working. This week, a video's dumping tonight. It will be the last old video. It's from March 2nd, the last time I saw Angelina. And that video will be going live in a couple of minutes, actually. So, the whole entire concept of Western Express, you know, being a second chance company, they give people a second chance. But not all the people who are here are second chance people. A lot of people, a majority of the people who come here are not second chance people. The majority of people who are here are just new to trucking, period. And I'll be honest with you, there's a lot of people, and it's not just at Western Express, in trucking in general, who shouldn't be here. But it takes a long time for them to figure it out. They say something like over 90% of people out here won't be out here in a year. I don't know where they drive that statistic from. You know, I'm a real estate guy. I like to look at statistics. I like to look at the numbers. And those numbers seem like they could be skewed to me. People might leave their training company and go somewhere else, or they might take a break while they look for a local job. A lot of people come out here and they had no intention on being OTR forever anyway. They're just using it as a stepping stone to get into a local position. I don't know how you track someone through their whole career to know that they left trucking altogether. Just seems weird to me. However, I can believe it. I can believe, because there's a lot of people I talk to who had no idea that trucking was going to be the way that it is, and they can't hack it. It's just the way it is, man. AA Trucking, be careful becoming a trainer. That's all I can say for you. How do I like OTR? I mean, you know, it is what it is. What the Who's this guy walking behind my trailer? Go ahead, dude. I'm empty. Look in that trailer. Yo, you gotta be careful. You know, I've been hearing stories from truckers saying that they've caught people in their trailers. Not trying to steal stuff, just trying to hang out in their trailers. I don't know if they're trying to, like, hitch free rides places or what, but you should always be checking your trailer during pre-trip. You know, check your seal if you're loaded, and check your empty and make sure it's empty when you don't want to get some sort of people trafficking, like citation or something. Some guy hanging out behind my trailer right now. I just took my shoes off. I'm not going to go look and see who it is. Double A trucking, you got a cat with you, don't train. Don't train if you don't feel like you're ready to train. Get a padlock. Definitely good advice, Johnny Phillips. You should try to always lock your trailer. Sometimes it's not possible with some of the seals they put on there, but you should always have double padlocks, not just on the one door, on both doors if you can. 2-4 from Nova Scotia. Are you a driver? Mad respect to you, you Canadian drivers, man. This guy with KLLM had his curtains drawn all day. He was obviously sleeping or something. And just starts the truck and leaves. Doesn't go get coffee, doesn't go brush his teeth, doesn't even go to the bathroom. Just literally pulls his curtains open, starts the truck, and rolls out. That dude is motivated. Tom, I have a little tiny mini Frigidaire that I got at Walmart. It's tiny, but it's perfect for me. I fit my yogurt in there and I can have some cold drinks. It's not big. Weird situation here at the old truck stop. A lot of the weekend guys are coming back, getting in their trucks and leaving. Two, 4. I hear you, man. I worry about that with myself all the time. Gotta keep on top of your health. I have an inverter and it's a 12 volt. It's both. It came with both cords. Some days you don't get loads. Some days you do. Are you serious, Double A trucking? That's why I check my fifth wheel constantly. Constantly check my fifth wheel. I tell everyone that. Check your fifth wheel. I think a lot of companies have got bad trainers, man. They're all doing it for money. They run you as a team driver. The DMs are just as guilty of it. The company knows what's going on. A lot of it has nothing to do with training you. It's just to get as much miles out of you. It's like free labor because they're paying you nothing. It is what it is, man. But every company's going to start you out that way. It's not just Western. Some companies are better than others, that's for sure. If I catch someone pulling my fifth wheel, I'm gonna probably club them in the head with a flashlight. Got the Big Daddy. Big Daddy. Big Daddy across your head. Yeah, man, people are getting cameras in their trucks. It stinks. It's gonna put a real cramp in my style with doing the YouTube channel if there's a camera in my truck. You can do a tug and make it harder, but you should always check your fifth wheel to make sure it's locked. Make sure the locking jaws are locked. I do it every time I leave the truck, every time, without fail. You should always weigh your loads all the time. Tom, my trainer was a great dude, man. I liked my trainer a lot. He really gave a crap about me. He always made sure I had a shower, that I was eating, you know. He made sure that I was putting the fuel on my fuel card to build up my points for my fuel card. My trainer, spot on as far as a human being. Great dude, man. I pray for him all the time. But honestly, I didn't learn much about the tablet or anything from him. You know, I think the mistake I made was I knew how to drive pretty well, and I'm not too bad at backing. I'm actually really decent at backing. So, just ran me, man. Ran me, and that's it. Why would you weigh them if they're over 41,000 pounds? You should weigh anything over 10,000 pounds. And that's real, because that's when it could be set off your tandems, or anything over 10,000 pounds could put you over on your tandems or your drives, depending on how your trailer's loaded. If your trailer's loaded wrong and you don't have a lot of cargo and it's only 10,000 pounds all to the front, your drives are going to be wicked heavy and you're going to get a ticket. You know what I mean? You should weigh everything. You get reimbursed for the ticket. I don't understand why you just wouldn't do it. Hey, Jenny. Just in time for me to sign off. I'm about to go off. Banana Spider, I know all about it, dude. Like, these guys, they get high hooks and they think that the tug is enough because the tug is going to pull the pin, right? But the minute you turn, it's going to slide off the fifth wheel and you're dropping the trailer. You got to check that locking jaw. You have to check that kingpin. I don't understand. If you're hooking, you got to hook up the trailer anyway. So all you got to do is look. You just look. Take a flashlight. Look. What's the big deal? Jay, what's going on? You're going to have to watch this in syndication. I'm about to punch out. I'm going to bed soon. But I hope all of you have a great week. Look forward to new content from me. Content is going to be different now. I'm going to go back to more long format content, more driving stuff. Yeah, so anyway, just stay safe out there. Like I always say, you know, say your prayers. God has got a plan for you. I wish you all the best of luck. I want you all to go home safely to your families. And I'll catch you all real soon. Don't forget to hit that like button on your way out. All right? I'll talk to you soon, guys.